All right, let's break down the Airbnb algorithm. There has been some updates that have been in the news, if you will, all over influencers and social media. I'm going to tell you right now, it's just fucking clickbait. You know, they're just trying to get more views on their YouTube channel, and they're trying to get you to like their Instagram accounts. They don't know what the fuck's going on. Here's the real thing about the algorithm. If they knew what the fuck they were doing, they would understand that algorithms change literally almost daily. I've been an SEO for over 16 years of my life. I have never seen anybody from Google, Matt Cutts, who was the head of the web spam division for probably a decade, would never tell anybody what's behind the curtain for an algorithm. And nobody knows with Airbnb as well. Danny Sullivan, Rand Fishkin, the best SEOs in the history of SEO have no idea. You know what they do? They test. And you have to test too. It's the only way that you can figure out what's going to work. So look, I've got many properties on Airbnb. I cannot use the same strategy and the same system for each property. I can test it, but here's one of the big things. If you've never heard of RankBreeze, you should probably check out RankBreeze. And I'm going to have Chris drop a link right down below so you can get my special pricing by using that link for RankBreeze. I've been using it. Kelvin Ma is the founder. He's a former SEO. He's out of Toronto, Canada, and he has a great platform. And a lot of people don't like it because they don't know how to use it. The number one thing for me is a log. So he has a competitor analysis in there to where you can plug in your competitors and you can see where you're ranking against them based on price, based on specific dates. That is a huge deal. But then the big thing is you have to go in and A/B test. So that means you need to have a log. So you can take your property and you can say title today is best 2-bedroom cabin in Blue Ridge, and you're going to change that to amazing views, fire pit and pool, walking distance to Ellijay, whatever that is. But if you don't log where your first title was and what your current ranking is, and then you wait 3 to 5 days and log what happened with the change, you don't know if you're going to be improving or actually your rankings are dropping. If you have that information, then you can iterate properly, because if you go from title A to title B and title B doesn't work, you need to go back to title A and then wait 3 to 5 days again and see if it goes back to the original ranking. And this is the same thing that we should be doing with our image order. Number one, if you're on the photo tour, you need to break that, stop it, and get rid of it. You need to control your photos. That's a big thing that, becomes a huge marketing component within the algorithm. And fundamental mistake that I see with people is they just kind of start in the house and then they put the attractions and why people are coming to the market at the back end of their listing. You need to take all of those things, the top restaurants, the top activities, the skiing, the lake, the beaching, the dolphin tours, the whitewater rafting, whatever it is, and you need to front load those to images 6 through 10. 5 images if you have 5 traffic drivers, right? Could be a casino, can be Lower Broadway here in Nashville, the honky tonks, whatever it is. But image 6 through 10, I want those front loaded. Here's why. That's why people are coming here. And really what we're trying to do is extend the amount of time that people are spending on your listing, the number of photos that they're clicking through, how long they're on your description, reading your description, because the longer people stay on your page, it's what we call time on site as an SEO. That sends signals to Airbnb and says a lot of these people are hitting this page and they're really interested. It's also important when you're doing Favorite Fridays in the Build STR Wealth group. That's my Facebook group, by the way. I've got 34,000 investors just like you. You should probably click that link down below and get into that tremendous amount of free value in there. And we do Favorite Fridays every Friday. Look, are you a short-term rental owner just like me? You could be a co-host, maybe even a property manager, and you struggle with the back end, the bookkeeping, the credit card reconciliation. Well, if you're not familiar with Baselane, you need to take a look at them, because that's completely changed my life and my relationship with QuickBooks. I don't know if I should say that or not, but literally, it's the bane of my existence. Baselane has AI that's implemented, and it's made mine and my wife's, Bria's, life so much easier to take care of all of our properties, from a co-hosting side to the side that we own. It's an absolute game changer, and literally it's saving us thousands of dollars a month based on our time to have to reconcile our books. The AI feature is just absolutely sick inside of Baselane. Plus they have banking that goes along with it, and they give us 3.35% interest. They have debit cards. So now we can follow the asset protection and silo everything, right? Banking, bookkeeping, all in one spot. Dedicated debit card, 3.35%. What are you waiting for? I switched to Baselane, and I recommend you do too. If you don't have that attractive hero image to get somebody to click into it, and even if you're doing Favorite Fridays, you might get that like, but they're gone in 5 seconds. That's not what we want to have happen. And what you'll see if you scroll through Favorite Fridays, and you can go back, a year, 2 years, whatever, just look at last week or even this upcoming Friday and look, and you're going to see people coming, oh my God, what an amazing property. You know what those people are doing? They're staying on your listing for longer than 3 to 5 seconds. They're clicking through your images. They're trying to get ideas. This is how we optimize time on site, number of photos that people are watching. That's why we want to have our first 5 photos, which should be the most attractive, our views, our outside, our pools, our hot tubs, our game rooms, that type of stuff. Then we go, and number 6 through 10 need to be all of the reasons that people are coming to your city, to your town. The lake, the paddleboarding, the hiking, all the stuff that I said previously. Now, here's probably the biggest pro tip from an optimization is understand every character underneath every single image needs to be filled out. So you need to write really great descriptions. You can use ChatGPT, you can use Jasper.ai, but you need really compelling copy telling a story. Don't just tell me bedroom 1, king size bed, 2 nightstands, Roku TV, and Wi-Fi. That is boring. That isn't going to do you any good. You need to write super comfy king size bed with 800 thread count sheets. Imagine waking up in this soft cushion bed, opening the curtains and grabbing a cup of coffee off of the coffee bar and opening the doors and smelling the sea salt ocean from the blue crystal water flowing into your master suite. That's what I'm talking about. That tells a story, and that needs to happen under every single image. In your descriptions, you need to fill everything out. We want to have as much copy as we can and be that descriptive in the short description, the long description. You need to fill everything out. You need to fill out how to get around the neighborhood. You need to fill out all those images 6 through 10 in your description. You should have 2 miles to Pier Point, best ski rentals here, best slopes on the mountain, have all those traffic drivers. Hot Springs, Arkansas is a great one, right? Because you got the lake, you got the casino, you got the horse track, and you got the state park all within like a mile of downtown. So those are the 4 traffic drivers. So let them know how far away you are and name those traffic drivers as well in part of your listing. But you've got to take advantage of all of the copy. So if you nail your images, you nail your image order, you nail the copy under the images, you nail your description, you nail the order that I'm talking about, and then most importantly, you use a tool like RankBreeze to track your competitors, see what they're doing, good and bad, and then track yourself and create a log so you can A/B test. That's how you're going to game the algorithm. If I've created even 1 ounce of value for you, don't forget to smash that subscribe button before you leave.